then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone. Straight up.
Meet Kevin Samuels, the image consultant. He also refers to himself as the Godfather. Some will say that his personal perspective about relationships are unique. Now, from what I've seen so far, it seems as if a lot of men actually agree with his message. However, some women tend to give him pushback.
Oh, Kevin.
No, don't.
Well, goodbye then. I don't need you.
Whether you agree with Kevin Samuels or disagree with him, let's get into this curated, creative content.
All right, let's get into it. Since you want the smoke, I got it for you.
I want you all to hear what Kevin Samuels says about dating while you are younger. Check this out.
What's the question?
The question is, should she be looking for men, like, to talk to men at this time, or should she just focus on school and getting
How old are you?
Me?
Whoever you talk about, is it her?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. And you go to Notre Dame? What's your classification? Junior?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Okay. At what point?
I don't know, because I've been watching you recently, and I've been saying, when you were saying, 22 to, 25 was, where you should be getting married, or, engaged, at least. That was scary to me, because I felt like at 30, I should be getting that age. I didn't think that young.
And you're wasting your prime years for what? What are you going to gain between the age? Listen, before you answer, what are you going to gain that's so important between the age of 23 and 29?
Can I speak?
I want to talk to her.
Okay.
Because you already have the kid. I want to hear from her.
Okay, would you ask? I'm sorry, say it one more time.
What do you, after you graduate, let's say you're single from 22 to 29, what's so important that you're going to gain out of the dating scene?
Just experience, just to know what I want and what I don't want.
Yes, and wisdom.
No, you're not going to get any experience. You're going to just get more sex and more bodies. Possibly a baby. The median age where people get married in this country is 27.8. That's women. And they don't get married. They don't get married the day they met. They met somebody at 25 or 26, got married at 27. Our forebears did it right. They got married because the more relationships you get on you, the more damage and trauma you get.
I agree.
And you bring all that to another person. And that's why I asked you, what are you gaining? And you said, well, just experience. It don't sound like if better to have 5 years experience in a marriage than 5 years of bad broken relationships.
Okay, so let me curate his points, because he actually dropped some gems in this conversation. I actually do think it's best to attract our life partner while we are younger. I would agree that at some point in college or a few years after is a good time to meet your husband or wife. And obviously, if you didn't go to college, I'm speaking of those years from about 20 to 27. I personally think those are our golden years. And while many people will say spend your golden years single and doing you, I would say now that I'm wiser, it's better to spend those golden years attracting the person you will spend the rest of your life with. Most people would say the more relationships we are in, the more experience we have. And I think Kevin Samuels' perspective on this was very interesting. He stated, and I quote, "The more relationships you are in, the more damage and trauma you get. It's better to have 5 years experience in a marriage than to have 5 years of bad broken relationships."
Message!
Now let's see what Kevin Samuels has to say about dating while we are older, which is the complete opposite of what he just spoke on.
No, I'm 36.
Let's just stick to the truth. Your last relationship was 3 years ago?
3 to 4 years ago, yes.
And it lasted 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you were married, do you want to have children?
Yes.
How many kids would you like to have?
At least 2.
At least 2. If I asked your ex-boyfriend how he experienced you, what his word would be, Trey, is what?
Controlling.
Huh.
Demanding. I get the word demanding a lot.
How much does a man need to make annually before you consider him seriously?
How much does he need to make where I consider him seriously?
Yeah, before you consider him seriously, yes.
At the bare minimum, being in Cali, bare minimum would be 100,000, and that's bare minimum.
What percentage of men earn over $100,000 a year?
You said what percentage?
What percentage of men earn more than six figures, over $100,000 a year? What percentage
Any
of-
race?
Huh?
Any race?
Yeah, any race. What
Maybe
percentage
about
of men?
10 to 15?
10%. 10%. So you automatically eliminated 9 out of 10 men at age 36. But then you say you're an alpha female and a control freak. And the kind of men that you would probably accept, I don't really deal in, like beta males.
I do attract a lot of beta males, which is crazy.
But I don't deal with those. I don't deal with
I
those.
would prefer an alpha.
Those.
I would prefer an alpha male, but I don't attract them. I feel like I'm kind of demanding and controlling by default because I do attract betas. But I feel like if I ran into the right alpha, I would fall in that submissive role because I can be that. But I can't let the blind lead the blind. Like you have to be that leader.
Can
Men tend not to be a leader.
Please? Can you let me speak? You attract betas because you're dominating and controlling. You can attract alphas. They will not keep you. They won't accept you. They don't want you. They don't need your money. And alpha males, high value men, productive, competitive, successful men make enough money to where they don't have to deal with you. So this thing about I could be feminine, you either are or you are not. It's not a switch you turn on and off.
I've been around alpha males, and when somebody is strong and they take the lead, it's natural for me to take that back seat when that person is capable of doing that.
See, what you seem to keep missing is like an alpha male has to prove something to you.
No, not prove. That's just who they are.
Listen, no, they're not. See, alpha males attract feminine women, and what you're saying is if I will consider being feminine if an alpha male steps up and leads and does something to put me in my feminine, he's gone off about his business with his woman. There are more females on the planet than men. And at 36 years old, talking about you want a man making six figures, which is really what you want. I don't believe for 1 minute you'd accept a man making $70,000 in Southern California. That's $35,000 in Atlanta. I don't believe that for one bit.
I don't need it. I take care of myself.
Exactly.
But one thing I do want to say is the one thing I feel kind of that you're missing is that you're not a woman and you're not out here dating these men. It's like there's young men, there's men in the middle and there's older men, and you're not out here dating them. Like I'm actually out here going on dates with all types. And the older ones don't automatically make them mature, and the young ones don't automatically make them immature either.
Hold on. I just let you say all that because how arrogant of you.
That's arrogant?
Because you don't know me and you don't know my background. I'm 51 years old. I've been over 3 church singles ministries. And I talk to, you don't know my background. See, the thing is, many women think just like yourself. Think you got it all figured out and people need to get up to your level. You're 15 years younger than me. You think you're going to put me up on game?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I'm not missing any. Of course, I don't date men.
That's all I said.
And the thing is that dating men is not the point. Women control access to sex. Men control access to relationships. And the problem is women cannot get relationships today because you suck at them. Modern women suck at keeping relationships. And they cannot keep men who are ranked higher value. Period. Point blank. End of sentence.
But would you agree that this generation of like this dating pool sucks as a whole on
yes,
both sides?
You ladies do.
So it's just the ladies, it's not the men?
The problem objectively is with women, because men have not changed. The expectations for men are still to be the same. Protector, provider, prophet, priest. We're still expected to do the things that any man of any generation has done. If you watch my show over 6 months, the thing that's different is women have less skills, less feminine energy, less any of this, and they're demanding more. However, you cannot get the kind of man that you can respect. Let's just put it on the wood. You cannot get
it's slim pickings over here, Kevin.
No, it's not slim pickings. It's in the mirror. And the problem is you say yourself as a control freak and an alpha female. What men say, ooh, I cannot wait to find me a control freak and alpha female. That's what I really fucking want.
You asked me what the feedback was. That's not what I said.
But I say what men want those. What caliber or kind of man do you hear saying, you know what? I just really want a domineering biznatch. I just want a ball breaker. Ooh, can't wait to find a control freak. Who says that?
So a feminine woman can't be alpha?
No.
No?
No.
Is that your opinion?
No. Femininity is not alpha. It's soft. And there is no such thing as an alpha woman. That's another thing, you women. It's just that you're trying to say Amazonian. That's another thing. You ladies need to put your dicks up. You're not an alpha.
But you do understand, just because a man is older doesn't make him older mentally, right?
Again, see what just happened? You're right.
No, I've met them.
You're right.
You mean every older man you've met,
right.
he's there mentally?
Right.
You've never met immature older men?
You're right.
No, I'm asking a question.
You're right.
No, I'm literally asking. You've
you're
never
right.
met an older man?
No, you're right.
Immature?
No, you're right. At 36, ma'am, I honestly expect 36-year-old women to have a better grasp of who they are and what they want. But it sounds like you want a partner and you need betas. That's fine. But controlling, domineering, control freak women, they make good side chicks. They're great for sex. They're great to, swing by, knock it off. But when it's all said and done, high value, productive, competitive, successful men who know what they want, they're going to go off and get a feminine, beautiful, inspirational, cooperative, submissive woman. They're not going to do this. They're not going to sit back and go back and forth and argue and debate, because there's no peace in this.
So the type of man that you're talking about, they want the pregnant, barefoot, stay-at-home, submissive chick?
Yeah. Okay. So audience, basically, this is the same. Remember last week when a woman said, so they want pretty slaves? This is just another copy of that argument. Y'all think you're special.
Oh, I'm not arguing. I was just asking if
okay,
that's
but
what
if you think,
because there's nothing wrong with that.
Listen, no, but if you think that's the only way that comes, barefoot and pregnant, then that shows them a lot more about you than what reality is.
No, because the way you were speaking, that's how it was coming off. So I was just
clarifying.
No, man. So that's
why
I was asking.
No, that's not how it was coming off. That's how you perceived it.
That's why I was asking to clarify.
Man,
that's why I'm asking you and not making
man.
assumptions.
I'm very good at what I say. I didn't say a woman who's barefoot and pregnant. I said feminine, beautiful, inspirational, submissive, and cooperative. You are the one that tried to put her in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant. That's on you. And see, this doesn't...
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But here's the sad part. What you're doing doesn't work.
Okay.
And you were 36.
Okay, so here's the thing in this situation. A lot of times women get older and more set in their ways. However, this can be very detrimental if she's not seeing any type of results. Does this make sense? In the case that you are not getting the outcome you are looking for, you should TFA, which means try, fail, adjust. If you are trying something and you are failing, it's in your best interest to accept what you are doing wrong and adjust. And I think that's exactly what Kevin was trying to articulate to this woman. However, it seems as if she had an answer for everything, but at the same time, she wasn't getting results. We must be humble, put our pride to the side, and actually listen, especially if we feel someone is putting us up on game. Always remember that listening is an art, and it makes more sense to listen to understand and comprehend as opposed to listening to refute. So tell me, what are your thoughts about Kevin Samuels thus far? You can put your answers down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you like this video. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and click the bell so that you're notified when new content comes out. Thanks.